Hello, my name is Alonso Garcia. I'm interning with WebCore Builders in San Francisco, California. WebCore is a general contractor based out of San Francisco, California. Most of their work is in California, and they also do work in Hawaii. The project I'm working on for this summer is a convention center. What they're doing here is they're adding 500,000 square feet of additional convention space for shows. And yeah, I will give you a nice and quick tour of what we've built so far. The project I'm interning for the summer is the Moscone Center. The Moscone Center is located in downtown San Francisco. The Moscone Center is a convention center that hosts conventions all around the world. Right now, it's lacking space. A lot of the conventions are moving down to Las Vegas, San Diego, LA, just because they have more space. So what San Francisco has decided to do is expand this convention center by 500,000 feet because they can't afford to lose those shows. As you guys see, all around, all those are hotels. Great part of the revenue from those hotels comes from shows. People all around the world come to these shows and stay at those hotels. So the hotels team up with the convention center and funded some of the projects so they could expand this project to keep those big shows around. One of the most interesting things that I've experienced this summer is having to deal with the public. As you guys can see, we're out here in downtown, so it is crucial that we have a perfect plan to keep everybody out. So any injury or accident that happens in our site is our responsibility. We are liable. So it's been awesome and cool to have to work around the public. We have no lay down areas, so material delivery is extremely important. We can't afford to have the material arrive early or late. I'm currently in the temporary connector. The temporary connector is a temporary structure that will be used to connect the main lobby of the convention center to the Esplanade ballrooms, which host meetings, some shows. Currently we're installing 2 sets of escalators and 3 sets of stairs for the public to use when it's finished. What you guys see back there are temporary walls to keep the south lobby closed down to the construction site. This is the remaining of the temp connector. Currently they're erecting steel. The deck just went up last week. Concrete was poured a couple weeks ago. Framing will start going up in the next week or so. As you can see, it's a pretty big space. Over there is the Esplanade ballrooms, which I mentioned earlier. And it's pretty crazy because all this is temporary. It will be knocked down in the next phase. Another purpose for this temp connector is during phase 2, it will be knocked down that side of the building. And during phase 3, it will be knocking that side. So they want to keep the Esplanade ballroom in use. But that is the temp connector. We'll be moving to the roof next. I am currently on the roof of the convention center. As you guys can see, there's a lot of stuff going up here right now. A bunch of mechanical and HVAC equipment that they will be installing in the next couple weeks. All the old HVAC mechanical equipment was demoed a couple weeks ago, and now they're ready to install the new equipment. As we keep walking, we see all these solar panels. All these solar panels will be staying where they are, but whenever all the mechanical and HVAC equipment is installed, new panels are going to be installed in the remaining of the roof. This is a LEED Platinum project, so it is very important for us to do anything possible to receive those LEED points, and solar panels definitely helps with that. And that's just surrounding San Francisco. All those are hotels, and many are built by webcore builders as well. We can see here some concrete pads for the new equipment. These were just poured last week. And that is the roof. I'm currently about to walk in the truck ramp. As you guys can see, hard hats, safety glasses, and safety vests are mandatory on the job site. Basic PPE equipment that is needed to enter any construction site. Our site is closed up to the public since we're in downtown. As you guys can see, we have a lot of barricades all around. Those black squares you guys see right there are called tiebacks. What those are used for is to keep this wall from falling in when this ramp gets demolished in a couple weeks. The tiebacks will prevent this wall from falling, like I said. As I keep walking, you will see the other side of the truck ramp, which has already been demolished, and they are currently shotcreting walls. The new ramp was poured last week, a total of 500 yards in one single pour, which is pretty amazing. We walk a little bit further over here, we can see the pour that's going on. That chip concrete is where they stopped demolishing the first part of the ramp, and what they did that for is so they could still have access for the trucks on the other side. And when they finish this ramp, they will start demolishing the other side. But it's like I was saying earlier, here's a new ramp with all those shear studs coming out of it. That's because a new slab will be poured over that. And that is rebar. This is a new shotcrete pour today. So you guys can see the concrete is still pretty green. Concrete truck. And this is the truck ramp.